Okay, it's time for some that I'm going to call Claymore cardio. I fished out here because I want an area where I can get some movement. But I also have a little issue here. I need a little bit more room. So we did it. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of getting myself stretched out. Kind of like, when you hit the bag. Well, here I'm just going to swing a sword around. Sword itself, probably, I'll have to weigh it, but probably 4 to 5 pounds. Being a claymore, it is heavier than most of them. And a claymore was used basically to combat against horses. That's why it was long. You'd stab into a knight or a squire or somebody coming at you at horseback. As a fencing weapon, no. It's too big and clumsy in most arms and that. But if you were in large ranks, and you wanted to come in through the second rank, you could sit there and stab in deep. And it has a lot of damage potential. Now, I don't have a sharp blade on this yet, but it was a present from my son. And I figured what a great way to sit there and get warmed up and get stretched out for exercise. A lot of times you're trying to find fun ways of getting some cardio and getting some stretching in. And then here's a fun one to do. Now the trees do make it a little bit more interesting. I wanted to be in the shade. I got out here earlier, then it wouldn't have been such an issue. And as these trees grow, and as I trim them more, then now this is a two-handed sword. It's meant to be used two-handed. Also can be used as a spear. Block, slice, stab. Now it's not a dueling sword. It would be your epee, because those are faster, very thin. But then they didn't go into large scale battle with an epee. That was more of a dueling sword. So here's a great way to get the shoulders stretched out, the chest stretched out. And get the blood moving. And a little hand-eye coordination. And now I should be nice and stretched out for a throw discus. You got Binks is watching me. What's Daddy doing? And that's this edition of Claymore Cardio.